And we are live here. This is Justin Grabko here from Central Wisconsin. I have one of my teammates here, Emily Ching, and um, I'm glad to have her here right now too because she has an interesting story on her breakthrough, where she came from, what her background is, and how she leveraged these techniques to make almost $55,000 in 4 months in her offline business, which is real estate. Um, and she was nice enough to take a few minutes and have me go on an interview and explain her breakthrough and how it's helped her. So, Emily, can you tell us a little bit more about what your background was, how long you've been in real estate, and just tell us a little bit more about yourself, your little journey.
Okay. Hi, Justin. Thank you for this interview. It's an honor. Um, so I've been in the real estate industry for 6 years now. And the reason why I got into it, because I need the flexibility. I had small kids then, and my husband is an architect. So we thought it could be a good thing because we could eventually work on something together, right? So that's actually happening right now. So going back to when I started, it wasn't easy because my kids were small. So I'm forced to be stuck in my small area that I couldn't really get further out. So now that they're bigger, it's easier. They're off to school full time, so it's easier for me to get out more and get more clients. But the first few years were a struggle because I didn't know anyone, right? And the one thing I was missing, which I realize now, is having a mentor. No one showed me what to do. No one told me where to go. So I tried many different programs. I spent a lot of money until last year. Um, and then it's program after program, right? So you finish this, and then after that, you go on to the next one. Like it's almost like a never ending thing until I found Black Ops last year. Then things started to really change at the beginning of this year.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. And how did you come across this opportunity?
Someone introduced it to me from another program. We got to talking and chatting, and he introduced it to me. And then it looked like a good opportunity. I got into it not for real estate. I got into it because I wanted another stream of income. But it didn't turn out that way because I was kind of struggling with my identity. Am I an online marketer or am I a realtor, right? So what happened then, so I was going through the training. As we both know, it's all mindset training, right? And I started applying what I was learning in my real estate business without knowing it. It just happened. I didn't intend it to be that way. So I came into Black Ops late last year. So I started applying the training, right? By February, I noticed that my clients and prospects, they were calling me. There's more engagement. They started asking questions, and then they would say, they're ready to buy, they're ready to sell, like without me, chasing them, without me even asking. So I just had a light bulb moment that it was a training that was working um, on my prospects and clients, and it just snowballed from there.
Hmm. That's very interesting because
Yep.
um, because people ask me, like, how can this help you, in your offline business? How can this help you in your brick and mortar business? As for me, I've gotten a few pay raises and gotten a consulting contract for my story too. So I've
Right.
gotten a little bit of a breakthrough from the offline also. But um, and like you said, you use this value that you learned in this and applied and transferred these strategies into helping your business as being a realtor.
Right.
Can you explain a little bit in detail on how you did that? Because you said it was a light bulb moment
Right.
that happened there. Was it basically just taking this training and just using the 7-figure formula that they use and transfer it into what you needed to do to generate a relationship with these people in the real estate market. Am I correct?
Yes, basically that's what I did. So the training would always ask us to provide value after value, right? When comparing it to the entry price, we have to provide a lot of value. So that's what I did. So as real estate agents, we usually send out newsletters, once or twice a month, which what I was doing once or twice a month, I would do that. So while going on the training, because our mentors ask us to provide that value, I did it 4 to 6 times.
Okay.
So maybe because of the more I'm in their face more, I guess. And I would also send them video email, like, newsletter, it's usually just email. But what I would do, like, let's say I would find an interesting article about our housing market, then I would record a video of me saying, 1 or 2 sentences about it, and then just linking the article in that email. So they see my face more, right? So I guess I developed that trust. I'm assuming that I did. And so that worked. And there's more engagement. And then I also was very consistent with my posting on Facebook. So I started really being consistent maybe at the beginning of this year. So again, I was in their face more. Like I would post more on my business page, right? But I would say the bulk of the result of the training went into my warm market, like already the people in my database, not really the cold. The cold I turned into warm, but the bulk of it worked on my database, like people who were already in my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically took the strategies from Black Ops that they did by providing value from this formula, and you applied it to, what you're doing what you're
Right.
doing in your offline business, basically.
Right.
So, and what were your results for recently?
Yep. So from February to July, it's 55,000.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's not an amount to sneeze at, right? Especially with the real estate industry, it could be very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many agents out there, right? So we really have to provide that value. Like I would always tell my colleagues in the office, you provide the value, the people will come because they will realize it, right? And a big story that I have there, I have this friend who bought a house. She first asked me to look for her, right? She would ask about this house and that house. She's overseas. So she's kind of buying an investment property or something that they would live in the future. But I know she had a cousin who's a realtor. And I know her too. So I asked her, don't you have a cousin who's a realtor? Aren't you going to use her for, when you're buying? She said, oh yeah, that's right. I'll ask and get back to you. So after a few days, she came back to me. So I assumed they talked, right? Because that's why I mentioned it. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I don't want to get in between their relationship, right? So after 2 months, so we finally bought a house. And then our agreement was she asked me to give her a little bit of my commission, just so, no hard feelings, even though she didn't do anything. I said, that's fine, because my relationship with my friend is more important than, a few $1,000s. So I did that. I said, yes. And then it came to a point that I had to ask that other agent info for me to be able to send, for the office to be able to send her that commission. It turned out that she didn't know that my friend was buying from me and not from her. So she got kind of mad, right? So my point is, even if she had a cousin who was an agent, because I provided that value to her, she went with me. So I don't take that for granted, right? Because obviously it worked, evidently it worked, that us providing value that people will come, right? So now it's you know, it's something that I don't, it comes naturally now. Like I would do that without expecting anything in return, because it will just come back tenfold, you know, even if it's just a referral from that person, or even if it's from someone else, as long as we provide that value, then we don't have, just like Darren says, we don't have to worry about money again,
Hmm.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what we teach you. We teach you, you know, how to over deliver that value
Right.
and become a leader in this industry, and also, you know, other industries too, to
Mm-hmm.
propel you into having an even major breakthrough.
Right.
So, Emily, I appreciate you being on this call. You gave away a lot of good information, a lot of good testimonials right there, because this stuff that's being taught right now in the Millionaire Mentoring Black Ops, it it's very transferable, as you can definitely
Right.
you agree with that, and you can apply it to anything,
That's right.
because we have other people in this group that that, like a gentleman, myself, gentleman that I signed up, Esteban. He has, you know, he's gotten a $10,000 pay raise being an architect, and now using the personal development and the mindset shift that they teach within Black Ops.
Right.
That he's getting all these um, job offers from all over the world that's going to pay him over six figures. So
That's awesome.
that's awesome stuff to
Yep.
hear,
Yep.
because a lot of people may think, I don't really want to do this online marketing, but
Right.
you can apply these skills in your other business and propel it that way too, because
Exactly.
these skills are so transferable.
Yeah, exactly. And what I would say also, Justin, you know how I've been through many programs, like coaching programs for real estate, right? And then I would look for the next one and the next one and the next one. Um, After I got into Black Ops, I stopped looking, because it was the mindset training that I was looking for, and it's not the tools or the systems, because anything will work if you have that mindset to take action, right?
Mhm.
And to know that you're not going to fail as long as you apply everything and take massive action. So I've stopped looking. You know, this is it. This is the missing link. I would always say it's the missing link, because you can read all the books you want. If you don't do anything, it's just going to stay on the shelf, right? It's
Mhm.
the same thing. So this Black Ops is, I'm so grateful for it. I think, you know, the value that it provides to us, to our personal life and our careers, it's priceless. And then we get to transfer that to our kids. And, you know, your kids are going to grow up as leaders, because you are showing that mindset that they have to be in, right?
Mhm.
To me, it's priceless.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I definitely agree that and the exciting thing is that we just are getting started
Right.
within Black Ops. It's
That's
just only
right.
going to get better. There's going to be even more value being
Yep.
shared here.
Yep.
And the great thing is that you don't learn from not one but three millionaire. We have three millionaire mentors in this program
Exactly.
that
Yep.
teach you everything they know, that got them from, from the online world to the offline world, also because we have one mentor that used these techniques to in his venture capital business to raise millions of dollars. He teaches us those skills also,
Yep.
and those skills are transferable in any industry.
That's
So
right.
if they want any information, they'll just reach out to me. They can reach out to Emily here, and you can even give her a friend request up on Facebook if you have any questions. It's Emily Ching, Ching. You're located where in British Columbia?
Yep. I'm in Vancouver.
Vancouver. All
Yep.
right. So, Emily, I thank you for being here with me and to answer these questions, to share your breakthrough with everybody. And like I said, if you have any questions on Black Ops, also my information will be underneath this video. You can give me a call, give me a shout. You can opt in, and then we can chat further about this. All right, take care.
Thanks, Justin.